Hey, what's up everybody? On this video, I would like to give you my thoughts, reaction of sorts, to one of those television infomercials selling the 2023 Morgan & Peace silver dollars as a 6-coin set. I'm sure a lot of these people, coin dealers that sell coins on television, pay for these infomercial spots, I'm sure they are a wealth of knowledge, very knowledgeable when it comes to coins. And my issue necessarily isn't even with the price of these coins. I mean, sometimes on these television shows where they sell coins, or on these infomercials where they sell coins, sometimes the price is way ridiculous, very outrageous. But that's not my issue with this coin show or this infomercial. My issue mainly is the sales tactics used trying to sell these coins, and that's what I want to discuss on this video today. Please consider hitting that thumbs up button on the video and let me know your thoughts, your opinions in the comment section below. So when this show opened up, he was referred to as a coin expert, and probably is a coin expert, probably knows more about coins, much more about coins than I do, especially when you're talking about vintage numismatic coins. Probably knows much more about coins than I do. But this coin dealer opened up the show saying that this was such a great price. We're going to get to the price a little later in this video. He said that the 2023 U.S. Mint went against tradition and restricted their mintage of the 2023 Morgan & Peace silver dollars. Now, the mintage, to be fair, was restricted. That's very true. The uncirculated Morgan & Peace silver dollars for 2023 had a limited mintage, a mintage limit of 275,000. The United States Mint couldn't go over 275,000. The 2-coin reverse proof Morgan & Peace silver dollar set had a limited or a mintage limit of 250,000, couldn't go over 250,000. And the proof Morgan & Peace silver dollars had a mintage limit, a mintage limit of 400,000, cannot go over 400,000. Now, in my opinion, those are pretty high mintage limits, especially for the proof Morgan & Peace silver dollars. I believe 275,000 is pretty high as well, in my opinion, for the uncirculated Morgan & Peace silver dollars. And I would also have liked to have seen the reverse proof 2-coin set a little bit lower than 250,000. But that's just my opinion. Can't do anything about that. That's what the United States Mint set those mintage limits at. I would have liked to have seen them across the board lower, but that's what they were. So he said in 2023, the U.S. Mint went against tradition and restricted their mintage, making them among the rarest. Now, I would argue that none of these are rare. In fact, the 2021 Morgan & Peace silver dollars have a much lower mintage than anything in 2023. And those, in my opinion, are not rare either. Even though I'm a big fan of the 2021 Morgan & Peace silver dollars, they were all uncirculated finish. I'm a huge fan of the 2021 Morgan & Peace silver dollars, but those had much lower mintages than anything in 2023. In fact, I'm also a big fan of the proof and reverse proof Morgan & Peace silver dollars from 2023, even though I would like to have seen them at a much lower mintage limit. But the 2023 Morgan & Peace silver dollars among the rarest Morgan & Peace dollars in the history of our country. Now, are the 2023 Morgan & Peace silver dollars, do they have a lower mintage than most of the original Morgan & Peace silver dollars? The original Morgan & Peace silver dollars that were meant for circulation? Absolutely, but the 2023 Morgan and Peace silver dollars are still a modern coin that was never put into circulation, and those are the type of things on these television shows or on these television infomercials most of the time that is not explained to the people who are watching these shows. Unfortunately, in my opinion, the most people who are watching these shows, most people who are buying from shows like this don't have very much coin knowledge, in my opinion, and rely on everything that is said on these television shows or coin shows on TV or infomercials. Again, I'm a big fan of the modern Morgan and Peace silver dollars, especially the Morgan and Peace silver dollars from 2021. Those were the anniversary, 100-year anniversary centennial Morgan and Peace silver dollars, celebrating the transition from the Morgan silver dollar to the Peace silver dollar in 1921. But still, the Morgan and Peace silver dollars from 2021, even though I am a big fan, I would argue that they are not rare. Low mintage, maybe, but not rare. In the true sense of the word rare or absolute rarity, in my opinion, the 2021 Morgan and Peace silver dollars or the 2023 Morgan and Peace silver dollars are not rare. Low mintage for 2021, maybe. The secondary market, they have been going well over the issue price for the 2021 Morgan and Peace silver dollars in both the original government packaging as well as graded specimens, but still not rare. Then he goes on to say the U.S. Mint wasn't worried about immediate profit by striking these in the tens of millions. Well, that's true. The U.S. Mint did not strike these in the tens of millions, because if they did, they would be for sale for the next 100, 200 years is my guess, if they wanted to sell tens of millions of these coins at the high prices that these coins were at in 2023 of $76 for the uncirculated, $80 for the proof Morgan and Peace silver dollars each, and $185 for the 2-coin reverse proof set. Good luck selling those in the tens of millions. By the way, the proof Morgan and Peace silver dollars, as I record this video in February of 2024, when those coins went on sale in August of 2023, are still available on the United States Mint website as I record this video in February of 2024. Good luck selling those in the tens of millions. Then he says the Mint focus was the long-term benefit of the collectors, and that is one of the funniest things, in my opinion, that I have ever heard anybody say, was that the Mint's focus was the long-term benefit to the collectors. If that was the case, in my opinion, if the Mint's focus was the long-term benefit, value-wise, of these coins for the collectors, the United States Mint would have put a mintage restriction on them, or a mintage limit less than 200,000. You might be able to argue in 2019 the Mint's focus was the long-term benefit to the collector for the 2019 San Francisco Enhanced Reverse Proof American Silver Eagle, possibly even the 2020 V75 Proof American Silver Eagle and Proof American Gold Eagle with the V75 Privy Mark. Those long-term benefit may be. In my opinion, the Mint's focus for the 2023 Morgan and Peace silver dollars was how much money they could hand over to the Treasury Department, not the collector. But that's just my thoughts. Let me know your thoughts in that comment section below. Then he went on to say how they were selling the 2021 6-coin set Morgan and Peace silver dollars for only $2,695, and I believe those were for NGC MS 70s first day of issue, and he was saying now they can't be found for under $5,000 to $6,000. So I wanted to go back and take a look at that. So I went to eBay, most recently sold listings, and I saw that there was a best offer. They were listed for, I do believe, $3,700, and there was a best offer. So not only did they go lower than $5,000 to $6,000, but they went less than $4,000. However, to his credit, to give him a little bit of credit, he did say that they were originally selling them on that show for $2,695, and they are currently selling for more than that $2,695 for NGC MS70's first day of issue. Now, I'm not a big fan. I've said it before in many videos. I'm not the biggest fan of all these special designations, first strikes, early releases, first day of issues. Now, to be 100% transparent, I have paid for early release before. I have paid for first strike designations before, but still not a big fan of those designations, and I haven't paid for any of those designations recently and probably will not do that again in the future. But there are collectors for different things. There's a collector for pretty much everything, and there are collectors who do like to put together registry sets and do like to buy those different labels that have all these different designations on them to put together registry sets. It's not necessarily for me. I'm not a label collector, but I would say to each their own. Then he went on to say the mint took off a year in 2022 and did not strike any 2022 Morgan & Peace silver dollars, and that's very true. Originally, the plan was to strike 2022 Morgan & Peace silver dollars, but they did not. I believe their excuse was lack of silver planchets for that size of Morgan & Peace silver dollars and could not meet demand for the Morgan & Peace silver dollars, so that was their reason for not producing Morgan & Peace silver dollars in 2022. But then he says in 2023 they didn't only come with Morgan & Peace silver dollars in MS condition, but in proof condition. And my question is, what? Proof condition? Proof, in my opinion, is not a condition, but proof is a type of strike. Highly polished dies is how the mint strikes proof coins. Proof is not a condition, but it's a type of strike, and I believe this person should know that. I believe they do know that. It may have just made an error, but said it twice during this show, not once but twice in proof condition. Proof is not a condition. You can have a proof coin in all types of condition. You could have a proof coin with a whole lot of scratches on it and be in very poor condition. So proof is not a condition, but yet it is a type of strike. Highly polished dies is how you get that mirror-like reflection in the fields for proof. But on a reverse proof, it's the opposite. You get the mirror-like finish on the device and frosted field. So no, proof is not a condition. Then he goes on to say, no prior Morgan & Peace silver dollars ever been graded a MS70. And when you're talking about the original Morgan & Peace silver dollars from 1878 to 1921, and the Peace silver dollars from 1921 to 1935. None of them have ever been graded a MS70. And of course, none of them have ever been graded MS70 because the vast majority of them were in circulation. They were circulated, used as money, and the ones that were not circulated, some of them that were actually uncirculated, were all thrown into bags. They all have bag marks and put into coin counters and stuff like that. So of course, none of them have ever been graded a MS70 because most of them were in circulation, and for those of them that were not in circulation, they were intended for circulation, or at least most of them were intended for circulation, thrown in bags, not handled very well because of the fact that they were intended for circulation, and many of them have bag marks and worse. And he was saying about how that's out of 600 million Morgan silver dollars struck. And I'm not sure if that's accurate or not. I didn't go through and count up how many Morgan silver dollars from 1878 to 1921 were actually struck. And then he also said that was out of 200 million peace silver dollars from 1921 to 1935, and how none of them have ever been graded a MS-70, and that's true. None of them have ever been graded a MS-70. He said the Morgan silver dollar in MS-69, NGC, and PCGS combined graded 16 of them as MS-69s and 4 between NGC and PCGS. There was 4 total, the highest grade MS-68. I didn't go through the PCGS population report or the NGC census report before recording this video, so not entirely sure if those numbers are accurate or not, but it sounds like they're at least in the ballpark in my opinion. Then he went on to talk about how the vintage or Morgan silver dollars struck between 1878 and 1921, how there was only 23,499 proof Morgan silver dollars, and that's 0.004% of its entire mintage of the history of the Morgan silver dollar. And I would agree that those are rare coins, especially for some of the dates are very, very rare. Absolute rarity for proof coins for the original Morgan silver dollars struck between 1878 and 1921. Absolute rarity, I would agree with that. And then the peace silver dollar, total proof struck, fewer than 50 in proof strikes. Peace silver dollars, original peace silver dollars, proof coins, absolute rarity. Absolutely, I would agree with that. And then he was saying about how striking proof coins is labor intensive. Modern proof coins, labor intensive? I'm not entirely sure about that. I'm not going to say I'm an expert. I'm not an expert in anything, and especially I'm not an expert on how the United States Mint strikes proof coins, but I'm pretty sure they just press a button. It could be multiple buttons, but in my opinion, I don't think it's labor intensive to strike a proof coin. Maybe it's labor intensive to make the dies. Again, I don't think that's labor intensive either. There's plenty of jobs that are labor intensive, like being a roofer. That's labor intensive. Digging ditches, labor intensive. Striking a proof coin, I don't know. I don't think so, but I could be mistaken. And then he was talking about how reverse proofs have never been done before, and that's absolutely true. None of the vintage or original Morgan silver dollars has ever been struck in reverse proof. Now, I'm a big fan of proof Morgan silver dollars. Again, I think the mintage limits were way too high. They were set way too high. I think the United States Mint overshot what they thought the demand was going to be for those proof coins at the price that they were charging. But I do like them. I think they are absolutely beautiful coins. I just think that they made too many of them. And the reverse proof, absolutely. I am a big fan of anything United States Mint reverse proof American Silver Eagles, reverse proof Morgan and Peace silver dollars. Again, I just think that they made too many of them, and I do wish they weren't going to do any in the future. I think reverse proof, maybe even the proofs should be only done every so often and not done on an annual basis. Let me know what your thoughts are about that in the comment section below. And the price that he was charging for the six coin set for the 2 uncirculated Morgan & P silver dollars, one of each of the proof Morgan & P silver dollars, and the 2-coin reverse proof set, all of them graded NGC, MS 70, proof 70, reverse proof 70, first day of issue label for $1,395 for the 6-coin set, all of them 70 condition, the uncirculated MS 70, the proof 70, and the reverse proof 70, all first day of issue label. Again, I'm not a big fan of the first day of issue. To me, in my opinion, it doesn't add any more value, but some people will disagree with that. And I don't think the price is outrageous. According to what the most recent listing sold for on eBay was just over $1,000 or just under $1,100. So I don't think the price was terribly outrageous. Would I pay it? Absolutely not. But it does seem like that's in the ballpark of what these coins are going for, graded 70s, first day of issue, graded by NGC. Again, I wouldn't pay it. I don't think the price is terribly outrageous, but I do think a lot of the selling tactics, that's my main issue with most of these television shows, the coin shows that are on TV, the infomercials that are on TV. I mean, some of the prices also are outrageous. This one, I think, is not terribly outrageous. Again, I wouldn't pay it. I do think it's in the ballpark of what these coins graded by NGC, 70 condition, with the first day of issue designation is going for, or it's at least in the ballpark. And I'm definitely not saying anybody should or shouldn't buy it. I think everybody, if you are thinking about paying this kind of money for a set like this, please do your own research, do your own due diligence, come to your own conclusions. If you would sink this kind of money into 6 coins graded for that price. Then he was going through the mintage history of the Morgan silver dollars from 1878 to 1921, going from the highest mintage to the lowest mintage. And when getting down to the lowest mintage on the list, comparing the 2023 reverse proof Morgan silver dollars with a mintage limit of 250,000 and the 2023 Morgan & P silver dollars uncirculated with a mintage limit of 275,000, and comparing that to the original Morgan silver dollars, the 1885 CC with 228,000, the 1894 Philadelphia 110,000, and the 1893 S San Francisco with a mintage of 100,000. Not only comparing those coins and their mintages with the 2023 Morgan & P silver dollars, but also the values, and talking about the 1893 San Francisco in a MS 65 condition that recently sold at auction for 600,000, and then even one that was scratched or damaged that sold for over $8,000. And that is not a apples and apples comparison. In fact, in this list of mintages where he was comparing the 2023s to these vintage Morgan silver dollars, he forgot to throw on that list that the 2021 Morgan & P silver dollars also have a lower mintage than all the 2023 Morgan & P silver dollars, whether it be the uncirculated, the proof, or the reverse proof. Because all of the Morgan silver dollars from 2021 are less than 175,000, and the Peace silver dollar from 2021 is less than 200,000. But still, not an apples and apples comparison to a 1885 CC, a 1894, or the 1893 San Francisco, in my opinion. But what says you in the comment section below? I do appreciate everybody for taking valuable time out of your day to watch this video. Please like, comment, subscribe. Definitely share your thoughts, your opinions in that comment section below, and I'll talk to everybody on my next video. Thanks a lot, everyone.